on this to the beers, on a nearly daily basis, I get asked what are my opinions on certain Alien films and even Predator films, and this is just going to be my little mini-series. Basically, me reviewing those films. On the last one we reviewed Alien, so naturally, this time it's war. So, yeah, you heard my whole story about how I thought Alien was, a terrifying movie for me when I was a kid. It, scared the shit out of me. I didn't watch it for 10 years, and Aliens really holds a even more special place in my heart than that movie, because this is what brought me into the franchise. Now, I will say the first, if you want to get technical, the first Alien movie I ever saw was AVP. And I'll talk about that on that video, but in the overall Alien saga, what's canon, this was the first film that I saw. And I loved it to death. People always talk about how scary Aliens was. And I watch it, and it's definitely thrilling, but it's so true to be it's so truly an action movie. And people will fight me tooth and nail that it's not an action movie, but it is. Even James Cameron says that it's an action movie. But all film is subjective, so I'm not going to argue what you get out of a movie. But it is an action movie. Very action-oriented, and I think that's why it's my favorite about, out of this entire saga, simply because Ripley's journey in this is very, very reminiscent of my journey of the entire, film franchise, because I saw Alien. It scared the shit out of me. If you've seen the last video, you should know. And this is her mastering her fear and killing them all. When I watched this movie, it really brought me great joy, because it's like, holy shit, here's this thing I've been scared of nearly my entire life up to that point, and they're just blasting them away, and it's really cool. And sure, there's still a threat, but this is what I wanted to see. I want to, this is what I would do in real life. If something scared me, I would try and fight it, and that. It just really spoke to me, personally, because I had that same feeling that Ripley, she was completely terrified of this thing. Of course, I didn't experience it firsthand, but I saw the damn movie when I was 3, okay? So, yeah. Aliens, I watched it when I was probably about 12. 12 going on 13. I didn't watch Alien until I was 13. It was a good 6-month period between Aliens and when I finally got the courage to watch Alien. So, Aliens it was everything I wanted, everything I would do if I was in that situation that Ripley was. And I'm a big action fan anyways. I love James Cameron's work up until this point. I had seen True Lies. I had seen both, actually all 3 Terminator movies up to that point, but, we won't talk about number 3. And, yeah, this movie it blew me away the first time I watched it, and as soon as I got done watching it, I threw in the commentary track and just watched it again. And I threw in the secondary commentary track and watched it again. This movie was fantastic, and I enjoyed every minute of this movie, and I've probably collectively seen Aliens 50 times. Easily 50 times. So my Alien review, I'd only seen it about 20. And that's because, when you see that, it does get old if you try and watch it in repeat viewings. It's nice to go watch it every month or so, The Aliens, I could literally watch Aliens every fucking day of the week. I could watch this movie on repeat, just throw out the quotes, and I would be fine. If this movie was my daily life, I would be perfectly okay with that. I can't even do that with Star Wars. Guys, I fucking love Star Wars. This movie is this movie means so much to me, and just the action is great. The set pieces are great. I really do think the effects hold up. I mean, we did this whole live watching thing a couple months ago. Maybe it was like a month ago, where we all jumped on Skype. It was me, Chef, Athlon Dude, all the good ACM crew, and we hopped on there, and we've been doing this before. It's like movie night. We hop on Skype and we all play the movie at the same time. We basically do like our own commentary track, or it's like we're all at the movies, but we're all in our different spots across the globe. It's fun. And if you can do stuff like that with your global friends, I highly recommend it because it's a fun experience. But, you know, some of the guys were saying, like, oh, this effect, you can clearly tell it's a green screen or stuff like that. But to me, it really does hold up. And, you know, the one thing that somebody really pointed out, I forgot who it was when the dropship crashes and it gets really close up, the screen gets bright. And, yeah, that really does happen there, but it's very brief, and it's only because there's rear screen projection. And if you know how rear screen projection works, holy shit, that is a great effect. Because basically what they're doing with rear screen projection is there's a movie screen right in front of them. They're playing the film backwards behind them. So it looks, you know, upright when the camera's looking at it. So there's basically a film projector behind the screen projecting the movie onto the film. So the film camera that's recording the actual film can record the recording and the actors. And that is hard as hell to do, and the effects look spot on up until that point when it gets really close and really bright. And that's, like I said, that's only for a split second. And it looks great. You're not even really supposed to be looking in that spot. Anyways, you're supposed to be looking at the characters running away. To me, that is the only part in the film that just really looks bad. And it's the only part where you can get taken out and say, that's an effect. That and the this one you can only know if you see the making of. If you haven't seen the making of, then it just you don't really notice it. But it's as the dropship's flying out and the mushroom cloud comes up, it's just a bright light, and they're pushing a little, like a push pin with it's a nuclear blast made out of cotton balls. And they just push it up with the push pin. It's so cheesy. Also, another effect I totally forgot about this one. The dropship's coming in. That can look a little hokey, but you know, you can't really pick this movie apart, especially like with so many other films from this era. Like, dude, the original Terminator. I love the original Terminator, but the effects, whew, they look a bit aged, especially anything dealing with the endoskeleton. So, this movie is solid. I have to say, Aliens is the most well-aged movie from any era I have ever seen. The effects just hold up, and they will continue to hold up because they're all practical. There is literally no way you can pick it apart. If it looked great then, it's going to look great now. It's not like digital where everything will get outdated, you know, in a few years' times, and they can start texturing things better, and you'll notice that the old thing doesn't look nowhere near as good as this. This will forever look the same because it was an actual real fucking thing there. That's what's great about practical effects. And most people don't get that. They think digital, oh well, you know, it looks the same now and it's cheaper, so we'll just go all digital. And, you know, practical helps your actors emote, and it holds up so much better. Practical holds up so well. I say even like the CG in Terminator 2, it still looks good, but you can definitely now tell, like, that looks a little slightly bit cartoony. You could tell it is a digital effect nowadays. But nothing, literally nothing about this movie is just like, oh god, ooh. Like I said, if it is, it's very, very brief, and it's not like a whole scene or anything. It's just like one slight effect. This movie really does hold up, and it, you know, on top of that, you know, the acting is great, the action is great, and Aliens is my favorite film from this entire franchise, and I think it is one of the greatest, if not the greatest film ever made. Definitely is one of the, you know, the greatest sequel. Sorry, Empire, but it's Aliens. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Aliens. Here's another shot of the Blu-ray. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comments down below. Let me know what your thought was. Your thoughts are of Aliens. Don't let me know. Don't drop your other film stuff in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on those films on those respective videos. I just want to know your thoughts about Aliens, and we'll just keep everything in one place. So, yeah, just leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.